What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages, Joker back again once again. And like about a bad Busashi, Destiny's phenomenally awful quest design has regurgitated itself from the depths of Luke Smith's anus.
Deal with, it's hard for us to make this much content. It's just hard making content in general.
I'd like to think that I've beaten those memes like a dead horse, and yet they are still nowhere near as treaded as the flappy prolapsed anus that is Destiny quest design. Well, so overused that it's not like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Oh no. It's like looking into a black hole where no light or joy will ever escape. I, of course, am talking about the 4th Horsemen exotic quest line, though looking at the shallow and yet somehow, someway, still padded out facsimile of something someone at Bungie thinks will be engaging. You could very easily mistake it for basically every exotic quest ever. The checklist is all here. Run boring ass public events? Check. Kill Cabal? Check. Do patrols? Check. Kill more Cabal? Check. Run lost sectors? Oh, you better believe it, and I hope you love lost sectors because you'll be running quite a few of them if you want that catalyst. All the while loading in and out of various play spaces to talk to NPCs. Oh wait, by talk to NPCs, I mean read the most boring parts of somebody's Destiny fanfiction because Bungie couldn't be bothered to get voice talent to record a couple of lines or get animators to make characters, emote. But you know what they could do? They sure as fuck could spend time making them to buy in the cash shop. Really makes you wonder what the licensing fees on a Monty Python skit cost.
Deal with, it's hard for us to make this much content. It's just hard making content in general.
And speaking of cost, Jesus fucking Christ, how much does a quest designer at Bungie get paid? Because it must be the damn easiest job in the fucking world. Come in, turn your computer on, hit copy, hit paste, take the rest of the day off, and either get away with it for 2+ years or be ordered by management to do it for 2+ years. Either way, it's gotta be a pretty stress-free job. Considering they have the formula down pat by now. And to be clear, I'm not shitting on any of the Destiny quest designers, the grunts, the people just going in and hitting copy and paste. In fact, you might say that I admire them, spending the past 2 years doing just enough to get by or being ordered to do the same brainless task over and over and over and over again. Either way, good on them. People gotta eat. I do, of course, like always, take issue with management. They are, after all, ultimately the one-trick ponies who okayed this rancid pile of horse shit. Something that should have been put out to pasture in the planning phase. But they didn't because they knew they could get away with it, gleefully galloping all the way to the bank. They knew people would eat this up like the finest of Elmer's glue. They also knew that there would be an army of flagellating donkey show loving filly fondlers that would pony up at a chance to buy a 4th Horseman bukkake right to the face. But enough horsing around. The worst part in all of this is this quest didn't even need to be padded. There is an obvious natural way of ending this quest where it starts. Just give us the gun at the beginning, much like with the Devil's Ruin quest. Now I know there's some naysayers out there when it comes to the Devil's Ruin quest. I believe my only comment on it was in my review of the season, and that was in passing. I believe what I said was go here, click a couple of robots, get the gun, but the banter between Shaxx, Osiris, and Saint 14 was a high note of the season. And in my honest opinion, they could have done something like that here. You walk into Zavala's office, there's a plethora of Easter eggs. They could have let you interact with them, scan them, have the ghost tell you about Zavala and the artifacts and Zavala's past or the Vanguard or the Speaker or any number of different things. Or perhaps they have Ikora or Saint 14 waiting to speak with Zavala in his office, and when you click on the artifact, they talk to you about it. There's 2 artifacts that would have been really interesting to know more about. Zavala's Trials of Osiris trophy and the Speaker's mask. If Saint 14 was there, he could tell us about his relationship with the Speaker and Zavala's relationship with the Speaker. If it was Ikora, she could tell us how the Vanguard's holding up since the death of Cade and the Speaker. Now, we've gotten glimpses of this in some of the lore, but it would have been really nice to see the voice actors portray this information to us. More so now that the state of the Vanguard has actually kind of changed with the return of Saint 14 and the nebulous return of Osiris. The 4th Horseman questline didn't need to be anything more than a memorable interaction with characters, learning about other characters, and the current state of the world. But no, what we got was this absolute horse turd of a crappy pasta, a mind-numbing, eye-bleeding grind of monotony. I said when Shadowkeep first came out that Destiny wasn't sucking shit through a straw, yet. But if it kept on keeping on the way that it was keeping on, it would be. Now, I don't know about you ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages, but it's been smelling an awful lot like Bungie needs to muck the stables for a while now. As for the weapon, does it even really matter at this point? I know it sounds like I'm on my high horse here, but does it really actually fucking matter? Sure, the weapon's great, ... for now, but of course it is. They have a skin to sell. But this filly will be lame eventually when Bungie decides to put her down, at which point we'll need to rename it the Quadriplegic, as it gets Ben hurled right back into the vault, if it's lucky. But more likely than not, people will shard it, sending it off to the Great Pony Show in the sky. Now, they say don't look a gift horse in the mouth, so if somehow, someway, through some Herculean leap in logic that us mere mortals will never be able to comprehend, you find yourself during this week desperately needing another weapon that you already have 32 other viable options for to do exactly the same job, then go right ahead. Me? I'll be playing with a big boy shotgun and killing some demons, and of course, the horses they rode in on. But hey, those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Remember to like if you did, subscribe for more, hit that bell for notifications because subscribing doesn't mean anything. Donate to my Patreon if you are feeling generous. But like always, stay frosty.